This is Parliamentary Board of the BJP is the apex decision making body of the party. Basically, the Parliamentary Board chooses the chief ministers, chooses the, it has a say, like the last say over the appointments, the party makes and the major decisions the party makes. So this, like I said, this apex decision body was last reconstituted immediately after BJP came into power in 2014 under the leadership of Narendra Modi. That time Amit Shah was the party president, and he had a 12-member team. After that, there were since 2017 there has been exit from the parliamentary board. Like first it was Venkaiah Naidu who became the vice president in 2017. Then the demise of senior leaders like Anant Kumar, Arun Jaitley, Sushma Swaraj. These posts were lying vacant after the Thawachand Gehlot, the current governor of Karnataka. When he became the governor, he was also dropped from the committee. So the committee had a lot of vacancies for a long time. Just today, the party president, JP Nadda, has reconstituted the team. In inducting many fresh faces, and some of them are very surprising faces in the parliamentary board, the top body. Like B.S. Yediyurappa is there, former Chief Minister of Karnataka. He is veteran. Then there is the prominent OBC leader from the south, K. Lakshman is there. He was OBC Morcha president. And there is the one Dalit representation. Thawachand Gehlot was the Dalit representative in the last parliamentary board. So then Satyanarayan Jettiya, who was from Madhya Pradesh, but he was a former minister. But most significant in this is the drop, who have been dropped from the parliamentary board. Union Minister Nitin Gadkari and Madhya Pradesh Chief Minister the Shivraj Singh Chouhan. These two have been dropped. This is interesting because one that Gadkari has been making some remarks which kind of embarrassed the party leadership, which kind of irritated the party leadership. At least the opposition has been making that as an issue to show that the kind of functioning in the BJP, especially under Narendra Modi and Mr. Shah. So his recent statement about the power play, how the parties are working just to get power and enjoy power, which he made in Nagpur, was brought out and was kind of highlighted by the Congress leader Jairam Ramesh, who tweeted that does it show the climate change in the party? So it is kind of prophetic that the climate in the party has certainly changed, and Gadkari has been dropped from the parliamentary board. When I talk about the parliamentary board, parliamentary board of the BJP has always been very all representative, all inclusive. Like it would have a woman representation, it would have a Dalit, or it would have a OBC leader. It happened in the past also. Now the new parliamentary board has the tribal leader as Sarbanand Sonowal, the former Assam Chief Minister, as the tribal representative, K. Lakshman as the OBC representative, and Jettiya as the Dalit representative. And it is the first time that Northeast is getting a kind of representation in the parliamentary board, which is not very surprising or unusual because of given the kind of support and influence the BJP has increased in the northeastern state in the last 8 years. So it was quite natural that a person from Northeast would get represented in the parliamentary board. And the woman representative is Sudha Yadav, who was a former MP from Haryana. The interesting thing in the inclusions are they all are not so popular leader at the national level. Of course, B.S. Yediyurappa is a tall leader and is a prominent leader in the party, but he doesn't have a national presence. But all the members who have been inducted as fresh faces in the parliamentary board are those people who have been working other than Yediyurappa, kind of behind the screen, in the sense that is what the BJP, there was an unofficial note the BJP brought out. It also says that, this is how the BJP is rewarding the dedicated, committed Karyakartas. But at the same time, there is a criticism that it has become all very, the stamp of the top leaders, like say Prime Minister Modi and Mr. Amit Shah, and it has become very centric. None of these leaders, unlike Sushma Swaraj or Shivraj Singh Chouhan or Gadkari, would not criticize the government or even raise questions in the meeting. This is some kind of apprehension some leaders have expressed about the new team. When you talk about the Central Election Committee, CEC, the Deputy Chief Minister of Maharashtra, Devendra Fadnavis, has been inducted. Bhupendra Yadav, the Union Minister, has been inducted into the new team. This also showed that Devendra Fadnavis was, as we know, we have seen, he was kind of humiliated by the party leadership, and he said that he would not be part of the government led by Eknath Shinde, but the party had asked him, and he became the Deputy Chief Minister. After becoming the Chief Minister for 5 years, he became the Deputy Chief Minister. So, but that time itself, there was indication that Fadnavis could be brought to the national, at the national level. So this is many in the party seeing it as a kind of the first step towards bringing him to the national level. And now that Mr. Gadkari, who's also a Brahmin from Maharashtra, is dropped from these bodies, so Fadnavis' presence could be a kind of it signals that there could be a replacement of Gadkari by Fadnavis in future teams of the BJP.